If you are a charity that is looking to really honor your donors and really stretch the dollars that you have access to, BarterPay and the BarterPay network and the Pay It Forward network it's a no-brainer. It gives you an opportunity to access folks who are really good at what they do, and through barter dollars that have been donated, you're able to really leverage those connections, those insights, those services and products that can help you really live out your mission in a more powerful way. So One Voice, One Team is a youth leadership charity that we help young people see the world differently. The whole spirit of Ubuntu, so I am because you are. So I see the humanity in you and I'm willing to recognize that, but not just recognize it, I'm willing to stand for it. Even if that comes at a cost. That's what we equip young people to do. See the world differently, see people within that world, and then be willing to stand for them.
What's really exciting about the whole BarterPay movement is really near and dear to my heart is the barter pay it forward part of what we do. The whole idea of a business coming into the program to barter what they have, their idle time, idle space, idle inventory, in exchange for barter credits. They can then go and get what they need to help boost their business, but they can also give what they can to the Barter Pay It Forward Foundation. So that we have literally hundreds of thousands of barter credits being donated to our foundation, and we're then able to give those barter credits out to charities just like yours so that you can go back into the system and get what you need.
For us, it's been a real gift and a real blessing. One of the projects that we were able to engage was around videography and being able to curate videos that would allow us to have our partners speak to the impact young people who have been impacted, share about their journeys, our staff who are out there doing the work, also getting a chance to share that. Like, those things are transformative. When we're talking about communicating the value of our organization and the impact that it has, if we were able to save a significant amount of resources so that we could continue to pour those back into the young people. Another very important project or undertaking has been that around social media, and be able to do having a social media audit done, where we're able to look at, or the consultant was able to look at all of our social media channels. Is there consistency? Where are the opportunities for us to level up? Where are the opportunities for us to make sure that the message on one platform is the same or connected to messages on other platforms? So those things are, like, I can't even tell you the impact that it has had already and that it can have as the message goes out there in terms of what's happening at One Voice, One Team.
As a charity, it's very difficult to take those precious donor dollars that are sitting in the bank account and go and use them to offset admin and overhead costs, right? Or to do things that, like, video storytelling, which is so important for a charity to get that story told. But yeah, cutting those checks can be difficult at the best of times. And so having this fund, this BarterPay fund that you can access as a charity can really be a special thing. I think so far you've had almost 15,000 barter credits donated from our foundation to your organization, which then you've utilized back in the system to get these things that you need and offset those cash costs. Would you be able to sort of define the impact that 15,000 sort of extra dollars in the bank can deliver for One Voice, One Team and your work that you're doing on the ground?
Yeah, and I have to say that the impact will continue to pay itself forward for years to come, right? So, one of the projects we were able to get banners and, car magnets. And one of the things in this whole spirit of I See You, we were able to, the city gifted us some fire trucks for a time and some firefighters that had the One Voice, One Team car magnets on the side of the fire trucks and on the side of some vehicles that were loaned to us for the day. And we were able to go to the homes of some of the young people we were impacting and make a special delivery in terms of their virtual online camp package. And so powerful, right? Powerful in terms of the experience that it created for the young people. So when we talk to their parents about the value, they're like, this type of interaction is priceless for what it did to my child, right? And now we have educators reaching out saying, you know, not only do you talk about seeing people as people, but you know, BarterPay really allowed us to be able to model that and to go into community and leverage the resources that we were able to save and the resources that we were able to acquire through the Pay It Forward system.
How important is the relationship to your barter coach, Mike, in terms of helping to navigate the system, you know, help expose your charity to the network in order to receive new funding, but also more importantly, to help, you know, get the things that you need in exchange, like the wish list kind of thing?
I see Mike more of like the ultimate concierge, right? In terms of understanding what your needs are and being able to source those things within the marketplace to be able to dot connect it, even in terms of, you know, connecting folks for conversations around what might be possible. He's been incredible. He's been a real, you know, godsend in terms of he still went above and beyond to intimately understand what we're doing and where there may be opportunities for him to connect us to resources within the BarterPay network. So it's been just a tremendous gift to our organization and to the young people that we serve.
You know, it's one of those things that's a very, you know, relationship-driven business, and we pride ourselves in having that human element that is like an extension of your team. You know, from a business side, it's to help businesses get new business and expose their business to the network so they can earn barter credits, and then more importantly, to help them, you know, get the things that they need. So from the charity side, it's super important to have that extension. Your resources are already stretched. Yeah. Having extra administration people that can hunt down different vendors and make deals, and it's very difficult to pull it all together. But you know, being able to lean on the barter coach like Mike is such a great resource. You also looks like you bought a whiteboard and some Minuteman Press Oakville. Was that like workbooks or something?
Yeah, we had workbooks that were done for the kids that were in our summer camp, our virtual online camp.
Yep.
So that was a part of what was delivered in the packages to the kids.
Oh, okay. So instead of having to go pay money for that, you're able to get it through the BarterPay, the barter credits, right? Instead through the foundation. So that's amazing. Yeah.
One of the things that has been a real gift is just knowing that you have someone there willing and able to reach out on your behalf. And if we have any questions or, you know, hey, you know, Mike, we're thinking about doing this. We're wondering if there's anyone whom you've had interactions with that provides this service or could provide some insight. And he's like, yeah, absolutely. I'll check and I'll get back to you. Or, yeah, I have someone that just did some work for one of our partners. Let me reach out to them. So just having that as a resource takes some mental burden off. You know, where you're like, you know what? Mike is our first stop when we're thinking about, you know, what resources we have and how to maximize what we have and how to honor the contributions of our donors and sponsors.
And it's becoming harder and harder to get things for free. I mean, even pre-COVID, it wasn't easy to get things for free, because we always say, even in our system, like, if you can go and find a vendor or a partner that can do it for free, then that's the best way to go. But if you can't do it for free and you're going to have to write a check, then, you know, use BarterPay and leverage that first. But now, in the middle of COVID and coming out of COVID, it's even harder to get things for free. So it's like imperative that charities keep an open mind and adopt innovative new ways of doing business in the marketplace, right? So,
you know, the timing couldn't be more perfect for the services that you offer and the level of service that comes with it.
We're really focused on that, like the barter what you have, get what you need, give what you can, sort of that whole 3-step process for businesses. And it's a tragedy to see, you know, time and space, you know, not be sold and go to you know, expire to zero value, and or idle inventory sitting on the shelf that needs to be deeply discounted or discarded. if we can actually divert that, spare capacity, that business waste into value for businesses, but also for charities, that's our mission, to really to create this sharing economy where everybody's working together to improve their business, but also improve the community and give back to the community, create social impact.
Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
One voice,
one team.
That's what it takes, man. Thank you so much. We appreciate you.
All right. Thanks, Orlando.